Let's motherfucking go. Yes, that is how you do a debut. That is how you start out. Recreators, people. Recreators. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I doubted that Ray Hero of Greatness. This man gave us Black Lagoon. I shouldn't have had any doubts. This episode was phenomenal. And man, I don't even want to sit down right now. Recreators brought the warrior out of your boy. I mean, it's just turning me into a demon about how hype it was. Oh my god. That was a phenomenal way to start a season. That is how you go in. Recreators got me feeling like nothing can top it right now. I mean, seriously. I know we still got a week to go, but I'm really only looking forward to like Zero Kara, everything that we got left. This first episode of Recreators, I don't think it's going to be topped, guys. I don't think it's going to be topped. I know this always happens every year. We always get that one season where we see that, or that one year, every season, or that one episode where we see that first episode and say, this is it. But the powers that are behind this series, Recreators, I don't think, I just don't see how it could fail. Not after the vibes I got from this episode. I'm so hyped, I don't even want to sit down right now. First and foremost, you got Sawano on the track. The great Hiroyuki Sawano. You know this man. This man is like the Hans Zimmer of anime. Attack on Titan, Kill la Kill, Al Noah Zero, Seven Deadly Sins, Blue Exorcist, Cabaneri, hell, Seraph of the End. This guy's resume is impressive. Thunderbolt Fantasy. Everything that this man touched music-wise, composer-wise, he spins absolute gold with. We got him on the tracks. Studio Troika, pretty much a new, not really a new studio, but they don't have too much under their belt. They only have Al Noah Zero and Beautiful Bones, but it's a pretty decent series. Now you got this. They got a hit on their hands with that show. Creator of Black Lagoon, Sawano on the tracks, the director of Fate Zero. What? How can this series fail, man? How can this series fail? I don't see it happening, especially after this first episode. Already telling you it's a 10 out of 10. Go watch it. And we haven't even got to the voices. I mean, you might have to hit up somebody like Son Wukong or Sloan or something like that who would know more of the voice actors than I do. I'm pretty sure it's knocking the ballpark out with the voice actors too. But I cannot stop raving about this episode. That's how good it was. A hell of a debut for Recreators, baby. And I haven't even got to the episode itself or the premise or anything that this story is about. But imagine your favorite works of fiction, whether it be comic books, anime, manga, cartoons, whatever. Imagine these characters being able to come into the world, and the people that create them are gods. And that's pretty much what you get with Recreators. It's like, so imagine Spider-Man, Captain America, Goku, somebody like that coming into this world. It's going to be some type of competition. You know that is building, once again, bringing those Fate Stay Night type of vibes where each of these people searching for their creator. Things are really going to hit up, and I like the realistic world that this is in. Like, you know, of course they couldn't, you know, have this stuff there because of copyrights, but it was a realistic world. It wasn't really trying to sell that it was a fictional world, because you saw things like a New Type magazine, you saw YouTube, you saw like Photoshop, you saw things like that. So it was supposed to be in the setting of a realistic world with these fictional characters coming over, and we are in for a hell of a ride. First and foremost, our main character Sota has his dream of one day he wants to create a work of greatness himself. He's just sitting up watching one of his favorite animes one day, and he's taken into the world between these two characters fighting, and he gets a cut on his hand. And when he comes back into his world, that cut is still there, showing us really quickly that this is a real world, and we're introduced to probably our central main character, or like the figurehead of this series, by the name of Celisa. And she's like a female heroine. She got this big Gundam, or not kind of a Gundam, it was more like a Escaflowne type of suit that she's in. She's coming over, and I was really amused by how self-aware she is as well. And what I mean by that is, usually like when you take these type of series, when a character is plunged into another world, they're usually freaking out, or they're real primitive, they don't know what's going on. She was aware that she was taken into another world, she just didn't exactly know where she was. And once she saw what was going on and assessed the situation, she was able to calm down and was like, okay, cool, so I'm not at home. The first thing I need to do is figure out where I am and how to get back. So I really like that they didn't play her as like a dumb primitive, or like a lost type of person and she's trying to figure out what's going on in his life. She just kind of said, you know what, this is where I am, this is where I'm going to deal with, where do I go next? So these characters are getting prompts from me already in the first episode for their characterization. So let's see where they're going to go from there. The thing that I worry about though is that this series is clocked in at 22 episodes, and with this being an anime original, which already has its hype, sometimes you run into the problem with things where some things may go on too long, some things may go on too short. All of us, we always want more episodes, but sometimes 12 episodes is best. It's too early to determine if that's going to be the right call for this series, because the first episode was really vague as far as where we're going in the direction of the series. I mean, we got introduced to these characters, and then later on, we see Salisa getting pursued by another, like, witch or mage or something who was a creator just like her, and they say this world is called God's world. So all of these people, because we already know it's going to be more of them that's popping up, they're looking for these people that created them. It's a possibility that this person, I can't remember her name, but the lady that was chasing after Celica, Salisa, she's probably Sato's creation, because he did say he had a story in mind himself, and he kind of had a faint look between her and him, like they kind of recognize each other somehow. I kind of got a feeling that's where they're going. We meet another character later, so it looks like we already got a main trio, and they're going to be staying with Sato now. And the world is aware of these people too. They can see everything that's going on. So when they see these people out in the world, and these are people that are in things that they're used to watching, I wonder how they're going to approach things. Do they think they're just some really awesome cosplayers? Do they really know or believe that these are the same people from their works of fiction? The world of this series can open up really big, so 22 episodes may be good for it because they can expand on that. But I worry that maybe it may not be deep enough to go past 22 episodes. I mean, honestly, we won't know until it gets further into it. So I guess for now, we can say it's good that at least we know we're not going to be 12 and done. And man, this episode, the music went in. You know Sawano is going to do his job on that, especially when it comes to songs with vocals. The action scenes that we did get go in. It has this Phase Zero vibe where we know these people are going to be fighting for something, but we don't know what. And the episode overall just gets a 10 out of 10. If you have not watched it, go watch it. Hopefully you have watched it if you're watching this video, but if you haven't, hopefully I persuaded you to go give this series a chance, because it knocked the ball out of the park as far as a debut, and it gets my stamp of approval. And I'm interested in knowing what you guys think of this series, because I'm in for the long haul. 22 episodes, count me in, and it is very early, but either way, I think I'm going to cover this anyway just to see how it goes. I really don't think that it can go too bad with this series and the people that they have behind this series. So definitely let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and drop that like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's not a shortage of content if you indulge on this channel. This spring season is loaded, so it's always going to be something here for you, even if it's spread out. Unfortunately, like majority of everything that I'm covering, Recreators is on Amazon anime strike, which literally fucked up my entire anime schedule. But if you're patient, you can find the episode. But right now, they got it on lock, and even to get Amazon strike, anime strike, you have to have Prime too. And it's just like I was saying about in my review for I don't even remember it anymore. That's how bad it was. Anyway, it's probably going to hinder people watching it, because you're already asking people to commit to this $100 a year plan with Amazon Prime, and then you're asking them to do another $4.99 for strike. And it's a shame, but hey, I guess the age of piracy is going to be back in this golden age of anime. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, guys. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And once again, as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.